Oh, goodness. Okay. Oh, I'm not signed in. Strange. Oh boy, what's, don't quit on me. Hi you guys. I'll be there just a second. Something just is not quite right here. See if I can get this going correctly. Okay, there you go. Oh, I want all of you. I want to see all of you. Ooh, give the thumbs up. Hi you guys. How are you? Pammy, Sharon, Mel, Margaret, Connie, Cartomancy, Robin, Bonnie, Geek, Tessrat. Yeah, Laura. Hi, everyone. I hope you're hanging in there. It's getting rough listening to the news. Don't listen to the news, you guys. It is rough listening to the news. They're throwing everything at us. We've hit the bullseye. We're there. I last night was just stunned with my discovery that I made on the Twitter. I just have been sitting here for the past 24 hours trying to wrap my head around what I finally saw and connected the final pieces together. And then understanding it, but then how do I convey this to everybody else? Because I know my stuff gets long and complex and multi-layered and it gets hard. And we can all understand this. It's just that it's so huge and massive and it just goes through every continent, forwards and backwards. But here's the thing. We've landed. We've hit the target. The eagle has landed, so to speak. And I want to share with you what's happened. I've barely been able to touch the first quarter moon because this has been such a doozy. If you had a chance to watch, I don't know, like the last 3 or 4 videos that I posted, they're critical to this. You know, Susan Collins, absolutely. I don't know if she has flipped or they're providing information. There's something going on with her in that regard, but things are tightening up hugely. The vision that I had that our United States, now I see Chris Krebs laughing at me like, haha, you got it finally. Oh my gosh. One of the videos I did described a vision that I had when I woke up. It was just so effortless. It was like someone woke me up, got me out of bed, here's a glass of water, turned on the TV and was like, here, watch this. And it was the vision I was seeing so crystal clear was our U.S. government with their cyber task force, Intel, FBI, I don't know who exactly, but they were all working on a specialized project and they figured it out. What they figured out was that they were doing reverse engineering of the algorithms that are being used in social media to solve that problem. The other piece I did not tell you about because I didn't know how to explain it. It was like they were using the reverse algorithms and somehow they were able to inject like a reverse algorithm back into like Facebook and the Twitter to test their hypothesis. Does it work? And that kind of, and Facebook have no idea that this is, I don't know if you call it hacking, but it's like they injected something into it to understand how this whole thing works. And Chris Krebs, oh my gosh, he is still laughing. He's like, you better say it, you better say it. So I'm going to say it. You know how every time he says our elections are we're 100% secure. He always says that. They were secure. I totally believe him. But just because he says they were secure doesn't mean they were fair. Meaning they got to sit back in a very secure environment. The entire thing was secured, but they got to watch the manipulation going on inside. So when I just, reposted that video today from Susan Collins and her election, did she win by popular vote? No. The 3 pile, yes, no. The next question, my mind's eye, I find him horribly distracting right now. I think he was a rabble rouser in the classroom probably when he was in school. So I'm just gonna, you guys, stop laughing. He can't stop laughing right now. I need some cards here. Why is Chris Krebs laughing so hard? Because the dynasty is going down. Come on. He wants a different deck. Okay, let's get a different deck. He thinks this is hilarious. I don't think I have a hilarious deck. I'll grab the After Tarot because the After Tarot shows images of what happened after the fact. You guys, he can't stop laughing. I have just, I know he's got a pretty funny sense of humor and he's kind of shown it here and there. But this guy, he's laughing like he's been at a bar all night with his best friends. And they're going over, old tales from, if they fought in a war together. They're war stories. And he is, wow. I could finally say it. Okay, show me, Chris Krebs laughing. The Knight of Cups, the offers. Now, the Knight of Cups has traditionally been Don Julio in everything he's been given away, quid pro quo. Chris Krebs is laughing so hard because he's got some offers. He's covered in the Knight of Wands. Action is being taken. A lot of times this Knight of Wands is also my FBI card. I have been seeing a very timid Knight of Wands with the GOPers. Chris Krebs is laughing because he's got some offers. He's got support. Action is being taken at the very foundation of this. The Ace of Swords reversed. Lies? Are you sure it's not? It's the. Is this the injection thing? What is this? What is this about the Ace of Swords? I keep getting this Eight of Wands reversed too lately. Yes. Guess what? Oh my God. Okay, this is it's because of Donald and the coup. So the Ace of Swords reversed. Is it because of the lies we all know the lies. He's like, no, he's like, this is what we did. The reverse injection thing, which slowed down the family, yes, to go to the past. Why is this so funny? Because of what you did. Because it was crowning you. They have no power. They traced it all the way back to the Page of Pentacles. They traced it back to the very last piece of data. Five of Wands was always the obstruction. It's reversed because these guys, they don't have a prayer. They're done. They have nothing to stand on. They're all getting caught. He's switching gears. Okay, you can get out of my brain now, Chris Krebs. Okay, bye. Oh, thank you. Okay. So that was one of the other things that was really important. And Mitch glitching. And then, of course, everything with Joel and Matt's and holy crap, all the stuff that Joel Greenberg is giving up. all this stuff here then linked to what we found out yesterday with the New York Attorney General turning this into a criminal case. And what's it, the bullseye from the past videos I did to what's happened with this criminal case, it's the exact same bullseye. And there's two critical characters we haven't talked about before, but this was the turning point last night. The other thing you have to know, July 2019, that was such a difficult month. That was the month of the Canopener eclipse. We had those brutal eclipses. The United States got her mojo back after, 2019. We started off with a shutdown. We got Billbarr, and then it just went to hell from there. Mars has not been to Cancer since. When Mars first went into Cancer, I was saying, you guys, don't be afraid of Mars going into Cancer. For those of you who are, listening to a lot of astrologers saying how Mars is in its fall in Cancer. Well, it is, but it doesn't mean it can't do anything. Mars is how you defend home. Mars in Cancer is a good thing. It puts fire in your belly. It might give you some indigestion if you're not paying attention to your sensitive digestive system. But it puts fire in your belly and desire and getting really clear about your foundation, who you are, and what you're about, and your people. Mars now is tonight 16 degrees Cancer, 50 minutes. We are going back now. We're going back to August 2019. This is about where Mars was back then. Okay? The last time Mars was in Cancer. Plus, we had the Canopener eclipse. The Canopener eclipse was the everything that impeached Donald to the degree, the 24 degrees Capricorn, called that one, that he was done. The Canopener eclipse, basically, it was a massive eclipse we had in 2019. It was the death blow to Donald. It basically, the thing that he's been able to hold on so tightly, his money has been so protected all these years because it's got this really tight relationship with Saturn, and Saturn is working with them behind the scenes. Everyone tuned out. And then it was all hands on deck. We're going to protect ourselves because it's a transnational mafia. This is where this is. And the bullseye that I discovered last night that goes back to the news stories of last week that go to the Canopener eclipse also goes back to here. And this is what I want to talk about tonight. That was my long introduction. Let me say hello and check in with you guys. Hi, you guys. Oh no, am I buffering? Please don't tell me I'm buffering. Hi, Clarence. Hi, Keisha. Oh my God. No, I'm buffering. Holy crap. How badly am I buffering? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Just came back. Just came back. Did you hear the entire story? Holy crap. When I looked over here, I didn't see. Sheesh. This is going on. We love YouTube. Holy crap. Okay, what? Okay, without saying bad names, can you tell me where I last... Did you get the part about Mr. Epps? Mr. Epps? No. Crap. Come on now. No. Okay, so we... Ugh. I told it so good, you guys. Hi, Keisha just got here. Lost at... Oh gosh, so you guys lost me at 12:56. After Susan? Oh my gosh, we missed the whole story then. How do I tell this story again? Did you get the part about KREBS laughing? Buffered at the can opener. No, you didn't get... No? Okay. I can't tell the same story with the same enthusiasm because I'm so annoyed right now. Oh, so you did get the whole story about KREBS. Yes, laughing. Okay, you got that. Okay, so let's see if I can sum up again. I need to drink water. Okay. Basically, I told it so well, you guys. All the videos I did last week, Mitch Click, the one today, Susan, the vision I had. You guys got the details about the vision I had from that I woke up, and I told you the second part of the vision that I didn't tell yet. Don't worry, life is limitless. You got this. I know, I'm just too eager. Okay, so the Mitch Click, the vision about the reverse algorithms in social media. Susan, the thing about, okay, Boho, I'm getting to there about Mr. Epps. And then what happened in Iowa. There were things that were coming to a target here, bullseye with that. Those same things were coming to a bullseye target with Joel, hi Rick, and Matt. That was coming together, as was the video about HeritageAction for America, them admitting everything that they did. That came together. And I made the connection last night. The missing pieces on how there's like, it's like we know what the pieces are, but the missing link came together last night and it pulled all together. All together. Now, we are in... are you ready for a tidal wave tsunami? I mean, I just don't know how this stuff just doesn't burst wide open with the cosmic timing that we have. And that has everything to do with Mars right now is 16 Cancer, 50 degrees. Back in 2019, that summer of 2019, that was horrible, awful. Remember, we started off the year in a shutdown, you know, because of the wall money, until Roger Stone was arrested. And everyone talked about Roger Stone's arrest. And then Donald said that night, afternoon, he was ending the shutdown. So everyone stopped talking about Roger. I got all the pressure off of him. And then Bill Behind Bars was sworn in the following month. Then also, so 2019, then we had eclipses. July, the United States was finally getting a breath of air. She could defend herself with the eclipses we had. But the thing is, Mars was not in Cancer during those eclipses. It had already moved into Leo. So USA is making all these changes. It just, the reason why it's felt like we've been a step behind, we're always lagging, we can't get ahead, is because we've never had the boost, the energy that we needed for the soul of our country, which is represented by the sun in Cancer. We never had that turbocharged boost that we needed. And so we would be on fumes and we would surge and get some energy, but we never had the upper hand. We could never get ahead of this. Well, that's what this Mars and Cancer is doing. So don't let anyone tell you Mars and Cancer is a bad thing. This is how you defend home. This is how you take care of your people and how you take care of your home and your basic needs and how you nurture each other and your history and you protect one another. We had to have Mars and Cancer in order for the United States to defend herself. And that's where we are. This is a very good thing. We've had very good news as of late. So right now, Mars is 16 degrees, 50 minutes. When we go back to that Saturn-Pluto conjunction, oh, I didn't mean to go. It activates that because I've said this 100 times. The top of the chart is Cancer 17. The bottom of the chart is Capricorn 17. So as soon as this Mars gets like 17, I don't know what degrees, well, at least 17 degrees, 8 minutes, it's going to be like a tidal wave. It's like all of this stuff that's been pent up for 2 years since those eclipses is going to surge and just crash over the top of the chart in Washington, D.C. It cannot be stopped at all because at the Canopener eclipse, that north node was also at 17 degrees, 8 minutes. This is the destiny. This is where we go. It's going to open up, and we are right on the cusp of that. If not tomorrow, it's really going to start grumbling tomorrow, and it's just going to surge. It's not going to stop. And so that's why the news is so nuts right now, because these guys know what's coming, that they're at the end of their rope. Because, you know, before, so if we have the top of the chart, and Mars is like right, it's kissing it. It's like right there. That means Mars has gone through this whole part. The top of the chart, what's crowning Washington, is the 10th house. But while it's over here, just kissing the top of the chart, from the Saturn-Pluto conjunction, it's been spending time in the 9th house of law enforcement, of the DOJ, of bad guys, of our allies and our enemies overseas. And it's gone through this 30 degrees. It's at its final mark. And this is also lawmakers. No, this is the end of the line. This is it. And then things are going to spill over into Washington, D.C. Now, the other thing that happened, the last time we had Mars, 16, 17 degrees, Cancer, takes us back to August 2019. And that is what has to do with Mr. EPS. So, like I said, that bullseye we had back with the stories that came out last week, with the Joel, with the Mitch Glitch, with the New York Attorney General. That bullseye has stayed on all those things. And this is where it tightens and makes everything complete. Because what I was saying is that back, like June, July 2019, around that time, I was seeing more cooperation in the background, like with Jared and Ivanka. Like some of them working with Speaker Pelosi and also Pence. Pence was right there. Remember that time when he took off on a plane and then he got called back? He got called back after his plane took off and he had to go back and talk to the White House. This is about the time, I think that was in July. And it might have been around the time that Mr. E was arrested. That was like a check on him, calling him out for kind of playing both sides. So Mr. EPS gets arrested in July. Now, I think the reason why they finally arrested him, because they've had all that they've needed to go after him forever. But what happened? I did a reading on this where the hypothesis was that someone pulled the trigger to have him arrested because Bill Behind Bars did not release the Mueller report. And there had to be some sort of accountability somehow. And this was the way to accomplish that. And it had a radical immediate effect, because everyone that I was seeing, you can go back and see those videos where I'm like, oh, they flipped. Well, they did until this Yahoo got arrested, and then they all clammed up, freaked out. You know, Donald goes to the demilitarized zone. And then we know what happens in August. This Mars is what happened in August. We're going to see that. And it's the same bullseye, because the other thing that happened when Mr. Epps, you got his business had to still keep functioning. I mean, they did not arrest G-String. I can't say her name because I'll buffer really bad, but you know who I'm talking about. That's why it took a while to get her arrested. Because people needed to fill in the background, this vacuum of services, to get things done, because beyond all the heinous, horrible, gross, disgusting, abusive, exploited, predatory things he did, his other role is that he was a spy. Worked very close with Israel Mossad. He was in there kind of like an Eric Prince was, in laundering money, arms, drug trafficking, illegal, I mean, the list goes on, and he like did everything. So there's now this vacuum where all the autocrats and these gross people, and even people who are supposed to be our ally, like the royals, Prince Michael, hello, paying for for access to Putin. Are you kidding me? So this role had to still be covered. And what's happened since 2019 are all the people who filled in the gap to satisfy this. And I think this is why we have a case now that was with the New York Attorney General, that it's turned into a criminal case. And then the Joel Greenberg thing has turned into a conspiracy case against the United States of America. It's also by the NRA, Wayne LaPierre. Hello, he used to fly to the Bahamas all the time. Sometimes he wasn't even on his plane. And he couldn't use the NRA, their travel agent person. He's like, I need my person. And he had the NRA play his travel person like $13 million. It's all the same thing. They've been trying to defend this at this core. So you with me still? For entertainment purposes only, because I love YouTube so much. Okay, let me check it. Is this making sense? Yeah, there's, hello, I'm just, okay, you remember, hi, Crystal. Oh, yes, can I get a thumbs up, please? Yes, paid a lot. Okay. So let's like watch our words in the chat, because the YouTube AI freaks out when you guys start saying triggery names. I'm sorry, I just dribbled water all down myself. Okay, so this is where we are. This is good news. So I got to talk about the thing that, see, now this might be a little bit easier to talk about since we reviewed this whole story. But we're here, you guys. We are right freaking here. Nope. So all of a sudden, starting last week, so I had that vision, which was just kind of weird for me to just wake up and like have this movie playing. And then my hands, the past week, I can't stop touching cards and throwing teroscopes for updates. my hands have actually hurt this week, like the bones, like the swelling. I just want to put my hands on ice, but my hands are like more. Let me start where I started last week. So when I did the Teroscope of the quarter moon on May 3rd in Washington, DC, I was look at this and I'm like, what? There was so many, because usually with President Biden, he does not have activity going. Like he's got, do you see this arrow going to this place? The 9th house going to the 11th, the 12th going to the 6th. There are arrows going all over the place. And the only person who really does it is Don Holio. So I was like, who's in charge here in DC? Because there was like, so it seemed like it was going to be a lot of Donald energy. It wasn't. The other thing that I did, which I haven't done in a very long time. Wait a minute. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is the Taurus New Moon. So that quarter moon had a lot of activity. It was this Taurus New Moon, May 11th. There's still a lot of arrows here, which I thought was weird. Don't normally see that. But I finally got a chance to like do all the cabinet and like their departments. I was like, oh, this is so cute. Look, they're all talking to each other. Because in the past, when I've like just looked at like 5 cabinet people, they never talk to each other. There's never communication going on. But I was like, oh, look, this is so cute. They're talking to each other. They got a project going on. They're working on something. Yes, they were. So then as we went on, 2 other major things happened. That thing in Iowa with the train was a huge tell. But at the time of the Joel guilty plea, there was a major cocaine bust off the coast of Spain in Mallorca. I think it might have been the same day. And this huge bust, they found that the cash went to mostly Cuba, the Dominican Republic, and some in the USA. And so when I started throwing on that, that was starting to mirror all of this. Are you with me still? Oh, and then we had the whole thing with the colonial pipeline, which then started showing up and linking with Heritage Action Committee when that story broke. So it's like we have all these hodgepodge of things happening, but as I'm doing these teroscopes, I'm starting to see themes that they're all working together. So I just got to the point where I'm like, I cannot even, the news was just so nuts. Oh, and then the Dow was dropping. I'm like, oh, there's manipulation. And then as it went on, I think I talked about this last week, I suddenly had insight to the algorithms. Remember, I was talking about the algorithms. But then how does the algorithms, the research that they're doing, the algorithms, how does it have to do with that unknown person the FBI still cannot identify from January 6th with that bomb thing? Well, so I threw on that unknown person. Then I threw, who the heck is in charge of the social media algorithms? Because it seemed to me whoever was in charge of the algorithms was in charge of who this person was. And it lined up. This unknown person, caught. Let me just tell you the names that match this unknown person. When I talk about, this one's in the ascendant, that thing that gives you life. Well, the unknown person, the thing that gives that unknown person life, the attention for last week, we have Mitch, Israel, algorithms, and the Heritage Action for America, right here, right as the trigger. Who they are, more of what they stand for, it's that train derailment. Then we come over here, the communications. It was the 8 of Cups. Who is this unknown person communicating with? Betsy Devos came up here. Now, this doesn't mean this person, like Devos specifically spoke to that person, but it's like she's in charge. She handles those type of tasks now. When we get down here, defending the United States of America related to who's the identity of that unknown person, we have Don McGahn, who's going to now come and testify. Here, 5th house of the sun, office of the President of the United States. How does it relate to this unknown person? Here we have Secretary Blinken. We've got an international piece going on here. And we have Joel Greenberg. Interesting. Public servants. Oh my God, you guys. This area, public servants, military, how does it relate to this person? It could be the FBI too. That was the Lover's card. And that was the energy department. It wasn't Jennifer Granholm. I think what's happening when I did all these departments, they were finding pieces of the crimes that were left by 46 in their departments. So we have the energy department here. We also have President Biden doing his counter research on algorithms, identifying that. This area of the unknown person, who they're in partnership with, was the Queen of Wands reversed. The Queen of Wands is a different nation. With the Wands, it's usually the Putin, the Russia. Reverse, it's like, don't look at me. We're going to pretend like we don't know each other. This part, shared resources, did not have a person per se. But when we got here and here, like this was the 5 cups and the 6 cups. But this person had it reversed. They had instead the 5 cups, 6 cups. So the unknown person was 5 cups, 6 cups. This other person was 5 cups, 6 cups. So when you get them, that's like a mutual reception. It's like they trade, they're in agreement. They each hold a side of this effort. Well, the person that had this 5 cups, 6 cups are the, quote, hired lobbyists that HAA uses to make sure that their people, the legislators, get all the information they need. Information meaning threats on their lives, plus information. That was the only thing that matched both these areas and had a certain synergy here. So now I'm like, holy HAA, what is going on with these people? But in this area of 6 cups, nostalgia, law enforcement lands far away with that unknown person the FBI is looking for. That has the FBI regarding colonial. So somehow this unknown person from January 6th is related to colonial. Secretary Holland, the Department of the Interior, and the FBI cyber regarding Facebook's algorithms relates to the identity of that person. What was crowning this? I don't know why, but it's Liz Cheney. I just think that might be a fluke. Your networks, your friendships, your people that help you out, your clicks, this unknown BOMBER person. We have Roger Stone, the Department of Education, think Devos, and innocent people in Palestine. Crazy. And then finally, the secret was the Wheel of Fortune. The secret about this person of unknown identity was the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and people who lined up with that was Ron Johnson, Junior's tweet, the trains, the social media algorithms, HeritageAction Committee, and Don McGahn. That's an unknown. So it's like, you can see how things are starting to cluster now around HAA in this cabinet. So then I was like, who's in charge of the social media algorithms? I was so mad. See how mad I am? I'm in big red pen. So who's in charge of those algorithms? Remember the ascendant? What gives life to that? What gives life to these social media algorithms? Who's in charge? Betsy Devos. She had some news today. She's being forced by a federal judge to come in and testify on why she decided the loans that with the students. So she's coming up a lot here. That was the Hermit. We have, listen to this. What gives life to the algorithms? Devos, Ivanka, colonial, Hamas, hired lobbyists, the FBI regarding HAA, DeSantis, on the border, Ron Johnson, Tom Cotton, and then Secretary Mayorkas, because I think, is he in charge of HHS? I think it's a departmental thing they found. Who is this person? Who's in charge of social media? So we know what gives life to the algorithms, but the identity, the body, Ivanka, Mitch Click, 150 Venmo transactions on the border, that governor of Florida, DeSantis. Who's this? Oh, this part, the communications, area of communications agreement about who's in charge of the algorithms. Only one person was there, and that was Senator Sinema. Yeah, she and Manchin are just, ugh. Let me get a drink of water. Can you believe the stuff that's going on? Yeah, Connie Brown Bill. I don't even want to touch cards with him. He just creeps. He's always creeped me out for whatever reason. Now I know why. I've had enough creepiness. Okay, so then who's in charge of the algorithms? This area, home, defense. So I'm in charge of the algorithms, and I'm using it to defend my home, defend my people, protect me and what I've done. That was the Lover's card for the algorithms. We have, I don't know why, Secretary Fudge through HUD because of Carson. So it's just funny to see these names show up. The Treasury Department, so think Steve Mnuchin. The fighting on the Gaza Strip. Biden countering the algorithms. And again, the FBI and the intel regarding HeritageAction for America. Now, I don't know. Well, I'm not going to go there. This area only had one person, Tom Cotton. No one here. Seventh House Partnerships. For who's in charge of the algorithms, we have the Energy Department. Who was Energy? It wasn't Rick Perry. Who ended up taking it after him? Innocent Palestinians. On the cusp is the GOP, and then Don McGahn having to testify. That it's really narrowing it down to who's in charge of these algorithms. Shared resources. We had the King of Cups. That's my Putin for entertainment purposes only. Shared resources. Who's in charge of the algorithms? We have Facebook algorithms. Remember that quote of that secret tape that was released? Jessica Anderson saying, you know, how they get stuff done. It was her quote. We do this, and then so it seems like grassroots type of movement to get this stuff done. That is HeritageAction for America. Shares, ownership on who's in charge of the social media algorithm. Can you believe how big that is? I mean, think about that. I have always seen like the Coke. Am I buffering? like I've seen the Koch and the Sheldon Adelson and the Merce, all those CNP people going back and forth with the rusher and with the social media. It drove me crazy. Who's in charge of social media algorithms over here? Law enforcement, lands far away. We have, listen to this, the Seven of Cups reversed. Susan Collins' video that I just did, that Seven of Cups was all over the place, and I talked a lot about the 2020 election. It does not have a person. It's that Seven of Cups. So this is why Susan Collins is in a lot of trouble. Holly Coleman, it's officially Friday on the East Coast. Yay! Okay, where am I now? Oh, I'm sorry, the Seven of Cups was over here. 11th house, networks, friends. Who's in charge of the social media algorithms? We have Jennifer Granholm in the Commerce Department. So that would be the old energy person, and then Wilbur Ross. The secret. You're going to like this. The secret of who's in charge of the social media algorithms. Lindsey Graham, McCarthy, Scalise, Israel, Rick Scott. And we have President Biden's, task force about the reverse engineering of the algorithms. The hidden enemy to who's in charge of these algorithms, we have Mercer, Bill behind bars, Hamas, Granholm, and then HAA, when they say they make sure their lobbyists tell their people that they have all the information they have. This is the very small select group, less than 20, 30, who are in charge of the narrative of the world that's provoking division, ruining democracy, and provoking refugee crises and provoking wars. That's the power of what they've unleashed. But I'm not done, you guys. I gotta get to the one part. So you can see now where I am seeing Heritage, HAA, all over everything. And remember, they said in that article, they tell their members, they give them literally marching orders on Tuesdays because that's the goal for the week. 2 days ago was Tuesday. Everything blew up. You couldn't figure out who was telling the news and who wasn't. So when you get marching orders on Tuesday, it spills over into Wednesday, and then it keeps going. They've had a really hard time keeping the narrative and staying away from this stuff because they keep getting hit with something else and something else that they don't expect. Now, so I did that, which then I'm like, I need to do Bedminster, New Jersey. Like, what the heck is going on here? Wait, what is this? No, this is the quarter moon. Oh, here it is. This one goes over here. I'm done with this one. So I'm just going to fast forward. There's one thing I want to show you about this chart. There's only two arrows. One goes this way, one goes this way. They both go to the same thing. This is the 6th house of public servants. The 6th house points to this area, the 2nd house of income gains and values in Bedminster. The area of income gains and values points to public servants. This is what Donald is tying public servants to. This is the war we can't see because this is happening beneath the horizon. So if it's beneath the horizon, you can't see anything going on here. But this is the fight. This is the grip that he and whoever else have on public servants and money. And Leo, I'm going to do this. Black Moon Lilith, his pain. You know what's really interesting today? You know, Black Moon Lilith, the deepest pain, living in exile, being abandoned, abused, that the deepest pain of a woman who's been scorned and rejected. Black Moon Lilith today is conjunct the asteroid Moscow. There's a deep pain today. I find it very interesting that President Biden was able to call Netanyahu and say, ease off, ceasefire. And it happened. Because you know Netanyahu is not calling those shots. That is all Putin. Yeah. So something, what happened to, okay. What happened? I'll grab some tarot cards. Maybe they'll tell me the answer. How are you guys doing? You're talking about Raspberry Pi. I can't get that here either. Why are we talking about pie? Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. Okay, so I want to know, what was the question? Oh, okay, I know. We want to see Lilith today. Supposedly, will they have an agreement for a ceasefire? Black Moon Lilith conjunct asteroid Moscow bridges over to the russher. Oh my, did you see that fly out? Don't look. The Queen of Swords. This is how Moscow relates back to that asteroid. A different nation and her laws are affecting whatever that is. So this is hitting Russia, and Russia gets hit back. This is reversed. It's crowning this. Oh, there's a lot of things crowning. Oh, I think there were, oh. A decision, a difficult decision has been made. Asteroid Lilith conjunct, asteroid Moscow conjunct Black Moon Lilith. A decision has been made. Oh, end it now. Oh. Black Moon Lilith. You're not the star. You have no hope. Black Moon Lilith is very hopeless. She is not shiny at all. She is naked and left alongside in the outdoors for no one to find her. Covered in, I've got news for you. I've got news. You better back off. Tail between your legs. Hush. Go. That is a strong message. And the Russia said, King of Wands, angry Putin, not so angry anymore. Oh my gosh. There goes your investment. Your Seven of Pentacles. There goes your bombs. Okay, I'll stop. I will heed the warning from another nation. Israel Netanyahu told to stand down. He got caught. He can't fight back. Because what's hanging over them? To back off? I know what you did. We know what you did. Oh, this is for Netanyahu. I know what you tried to do to our nation. This is the plan, buddy. This is what we're going to do about it. You have no options here. We have the money trail and the people who did this work for you. And we know that you have participated in actions against the United States with the money laundering. And we will totally break off our agreement with you in anything that we do. And you're going to like it. That's the way it is. There's China. That's why stuff got called off. This moon also has to do with January 6th. Putin stood down too. Ooh, wow. Wow. Joe. What do you call Yahoo's caught in the net? Netanyahu. Wow. We've been praying for you. Good to see you. You surfaced. Yay. I don't know who that's for. Geek Hillbilly. Backstabbed by girlfriend. Alone again. It's okay. Maybe she was a Trussian. That's a Black Moon Lilith. You've released. Bad news. We're in eclipse weather. If things are going to break, let them break. Okay? And let's just kind of coast through the rest of the spring because we've got some extremely consequential stuff. And you know, it might have been stuff that happened from 2 years ago. Maybe she doesn't want you to know about. This Mars and Cancer is just really kind of wonky right now. Okay, so back to this new moon in Bedminster. You know, this is supposed to be a glorious time of creating, especially, you know, this is why we started New Moon Wishes 6 months ago, because the cosmic world was changing. The structure of world power. And these guys are going backwards. That is not a good sign. So basically, when I was looking at what was going over Bedminster, they know. So I have Donald and the guilty plea and Coke and HAA. Coke is real. The Coke, I don't know which one he is. The one that's alive. He is freaking out. He is freaking out. That lady is, it's not sinking in yet how much trouble she's in, but she's worried. Donald had to restart the rallies is a consequence of, because they need more data. The rallies. Okay, this is what I need to get you. This, oh boy. Oh, okay. Are you ready? Okay, so this is it. So I did all these people. Things started happening. Then my brain started thinking about things. I was like, wait, what's this about? And then we had the news of the civil case going criminal. So we have Trump Organization, the new criminal case, the New York Attorney General. But we've talked about this in the past, you guys. This stuff also relates. Here's a piece. There's servers that in the russher. We've talked about this in the past. That's the hidden enemy of the Trump Organization right now with Rick Scott. Ooh. And VP Harris seems to know about it. But this is, because I was like, how does this stuff all work? Well, okay. This has bugged me, and I finally was like, okay, what is up with that? Let's talk about Matt Gaetz and his son, so to speak, Nestor, and his Nestor's, so to speak, older sister. What's up with them? I'll tell you what's up with them. You know, if you've got, here, I need to sit down. Let's see. We've got the bullseye. I need my other thing. Where's my lovely... Yep, we covered all... I can't believe we covered all of them. Here we go. You guys know who I'm talking about? Boho, I don't know if he's actually at Bedminster right now, but that's where he's residing at that lunation, as far as I know, so that's why I picked that point. Okay, so Okay. So, for entertainment purposes only. This guy, you know, Matt claims that he's his son, this kid Nestor. He's probably around 2013. He looks like maybe he was like 10 or 11 or so. I don't know. But he said, I call him my son. There was an article in the Vanity Fair where they interview him, and he talks a little bit about this kid Nestor. Yeah, you know, we met at a Florida State University game. They've been through some stuff. Oh God, I got bugs. But you know, I don't want to tell you about it now because it's just all the scrutiny that he would face because I'm a public figure. But yeah, this is my son. He has very dark skin. He looks like probably from Latin America because they've got the deep, beautiful brown skin. So there's Nestor. And then somehow, I'm just going to call it this account. I think her name is, what is her name? Not Maibel, something MAYMNDZ. But this, we're just going to call her this. All of a sudden, as time went on, Nestor was showing up Instagram with his sister, Maibel MAYMNDZ, I think, but on Instagram. But as you fast forward now to his quote son and sister, who has been given, she looks like she's like maybe only 5 years older than him, and been given very, very lavish gifts like cars. I don't know if it's for silence, but this is Nestor's older sister now, who shows up in the Instagram with, you know, the girlfriend of the doctor when they would go to the Bahamas, and the doctor's girlfriend got Matt a piece of, she's on the plane too. But you know, like this time they're flying to the Florida Keys. These two, he claims to be his kids. Of course, they're not. They now, long story short, as I looked into it, he's the Page of Cups. You know how the Page of Cups keeps showing up is good news. She goes between the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands. His connection is more through heritage. Hers is directly to your King of Cups, King of Wands. So these two are basically their function in Florida and in DC. Am I talking in code? They're the little pages that run around and give data, information, money. They're the errand runners. They're the ones that are also the recruiters to get more people to help out with whatever it is that they're doing. Remember how G-Lane would recruit people? They seem to serve in that same role to recruit bodies, but also to recruit runners to carry maybe the illegal substances and the money, and these two, they triangulate not only with Joel and Matt, they also directly triangulate with HAA and Heritage. They triangulate on the ground with those senators like Rubio and Cotton, and with Junior. They are directly inside. She seems to do more of the running around, going over to Eurasia. He seems to be more on the ground, doing more like the Florida-Bahama route. And I'm sure the NRA fits in there. So This is a really long story. These were the two pieces that came together to make this entire story, for entertainment purposes only, to make this entire story work. This bullseye that has its beginnings with July, August 2019, through these parts that have been in the news. These two, since Mr. Epps, are the ones that are helping keeping this act, keep it spinning. And then there's others like them. But because they're directly with Matt and Joel, direct connections, they're right in the heart of the matter as well. So that's it. For entertainment purposes only. That's a long story. That's a long story. Does it make sense? Let's see. Shu asks, is Nestor still with GAETZ? And we'll do the Terrascope over Bedminster because shit is going to hit the fan. So, I mean, when I compare Nestor with HAA and Coke, they know who he is. Let's just check in with Nestor. Nestor and the sister. Nestor, covered in news. His challenge. The Seven of Pentacles. All that money, crypto, data he's invested in. All the illicit stuff he's transported. All of the documentation, the emails, all the digital stuff connected to him. The basis of this, Nestor. There you go. The timing. Who's in charge of the algorithms? The Wheel of Fortune. I believe this Wheel of Fortune, too, when I was really drilling down, was Don Julio. I didn't say it explicitly, but that's where it kept ending up. He's a direct link to Don Julio. What's crowning Nestor? The truth. And Donald, King of Pentacles. Donald, the candidate. These Nestor and May, they do like the rally stuff and work then directly with HAA and Heritage. What happened in the past, Nestor? The Trump dynasty. Leading to no. The no card, my no card, see that dash there, no, is what you're the point person to cover something up or get rid of something. Make it disappear. So in the past he did that, and what it's led to, what does he have to get rid of? That's forfeiture. Oh. He's forfeiting everything because he's trying to cover up everything that they stole. Seven of Swords. Tarot, how do you see Nestor right now? US of A is all over him. The environment is one of, it's all coming out. Sun reversed, it's all coming out. This is what Biden talked to Netanyahu about today. What is Nestor's hope? He hopes. Page of Pentacles, muddied news. He hopes the muddied news doesn't come out. There's a lot. He fears getting caught. His next steps. Is that the courts? These courts are not giving him zero room. Final outcome. Seven of Cups. That's freaking Susan Collins. Is this an offer? He's taking it in. He's got judgments. He's got freaking judgments. Okay, this Seven of Cups, this was Susan Collins. Remember how much that kept coming up? I was freaking out. What's the Seven of Cups? What's the Seven of Cups? Like Susan Collins had a connection to Nestor. How they took stuff from one thing, from another, a foreign entity, and created something. The Tower. No, it was a tower. Created something big and huge. That plausible deniability they wouldn't be affiliated with. The easing of their election burden. It's elections. The easing of their election burdens. That's Nestor. What's going on with his sister Maibel, I don't know what her name is. So she's just a little bit older. There's a theory that maybe she was dating. Well, let's find out. No, I have had enough Matt Gaetz and his Ace of Wands staring at me in tarot. I'm not going to ask anything about him because I am just it's so gross. It's like I see all of his junk laying out there in these tarot spreads. Sorry. Instead, let's just find out what's going on with her. Government and a broken agreement. This Two of Cups was coming up. Where is it for Biden? Nope. I just want to see if I can see this. There's a very prominent Two of Cups. Who has it? Where is it? I saw it. Well, maybe it isn't. Oh. Two of Cups, Two of Cups. Where are you? I know. She has the Ace of Swords and the Two of Cups upright. So the truth in her agreements, the government is making her break her agreements. The Two of Cups reversed, that's the Coke. That's the Coke. And it's Billbarr. Okay. May. How do you know the Coke? Helping Donald. Hang on. Timing. Algorithms. Offers that are made. Oh, made to who? I think this is psyops. Getting people's. Yes, this is surveillance. So she knows the Coke through algorithms, surveillance of people, and like trying to get them to do what they want them to do. How do you know Billbarr? Oh, a tower moment? What is this about? Three of Swords? No. Seven of Wands. Treason? How do you know Billbarr? I think he hid some judgments on her. Ace of Wands reversed, judgment. So she knows him because of her treason. He got rid of her having to fight back. Really? What's at the basis of this? Done. What's crowning you in Billbarr? Queen of Pentacles, data. I think he hid a case on her. Shut that thing down related to elections. Oh my gosh. See, here's the thing. I think what they have over this Nestor, and I don't know if they're citizens of the United States, but something that has just stuck out in my mind, which is just came out recently in the transcription of testimony of one of the accusers against Mr. Epps and G string. Like, I think it was a mom too. Like how they were able to recruit and brainwash and manipulate people because they would get people who were not legal citizens and they would say, if you don't do this, you're going to be deported. Or they would threaten their lives literally with a weapon. You better do this. Like, I kind of feel like maybe that's happening to these guys. I don't know. But that I can't get that out of my mind. Ooh, NancyLEe, good question. Is the opus DEI in the link? So how do we describe opus OD? That is that group. It's been around for a very long time. You know, let me just see if I can Google it and we can talk about it. Because that's why Bill Behind Bars kept going over there, was for that, and then the exchange of data and money through the Vatican. So it's the personal prelature of the Catholic Church. And, okay, so Opus thing and the Vatican that pulls in Newt and Callista. It is formerly known as the Prelature of the Holy Cross. It's an institution of the Catholic Church that teaches that everyone is called to holiness and that ordinary life is a path to sanctity. It's Latin for work of God. Oh my gosh, here we go. Here's Pompeo. It was funded in Spain in 1928. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do... We gotta get the whiteboard out because I can't hold this all in my memory. Here we go. Okay. We have Bill behind we have, and then we have May. What is my first thing I'm asking? The relationship. We have 8. What do we want to know? Where is this? Okay, I can't keep up with that yet. Okay, so we're gonna just assume, because we know HAA is connected to her definitely. We're gonna go to the 2020. Okay. How about that? So this is about how this person, this person, this person, this person all relate together, primarily through this election, and then the criminal thing that came out. Okay? Oh, goodness. She does a lot. How does OD relate to now this? Oh, we're not supposed to see. We're not supposed to see. Bill, how do you relate to this? And this, gosh. There you go, the High Priestess. That's the rusher. Beginning to end, the whole operation. The assault, the attack, primarily through, I said OD. King of Swords. That rogue nation and power. Oh my gosh. So, OPUSDei in the 2020 election, Four of Cups reversed. They want, so they played a role in trying to convince people to elect the former guy. He's the star. They were running the psyops to get this done. They are part of this criminal probe in New York. Oh. The Lovers, the Queen of Wands. Because of the agreements that they had for election interference through another nation, Queen of Wands. Wands is usually the Putin. So that's what OPUSDei did. Billbarr with OPUSDei and 2020. He's the force that made it happen. He flew over there. He went back and forth with that. He's implicated in this. He's implicated now because of the thing that the Russia wanted, that Ace of Cups, giving Russia what they wanted. He was the go-to guy to facilitate these things. Pompeo, SOS, 2020 election, OPUSDei. These were the election burdens. OD helped relieve the election burdens that were going on. He's in this case. Look at that. I would say that's conspiracy with another nation. Vatican City is the capital of a country that's not recognized per Peter Strzok. He conspired. He freaking conspired with a foreign country with our election. And this May whatever, getting hangman caught. Look at this direct connection. Hangman, suspending ideas, beliefs, the King of Cups. This is the whole, I told you, she was like the direct connection going to the rusher. What else is this? What else did she do? I know she got caught. She went through the OD. How else? Propaganda. Running of money laundering. Propaganda, money laundering, getting stuff done. She's in this now criminal case. This Eight of Wands reverse. This might be slowing things down. The interference. You know how they always pause, delay, slowing things down for the mafias. This Eight of Wands reverse keeps showing up like they're trying to deliberately slow things down. Lindsay got that. Because they can't fight back. They want to continue their reign. Because they don't want to go to jail, because it would be the most misfortunate thing. Yeah, that's what they all did. This is all coming together. It's all coming together. Was there any more news? And like I said, this stuff is really, really, really going to explode, you guys, this week, starting overnight. Hi, you guys. Yes, for entertainment purposes only. You know what? Okay, so I'm very curious to see what this quarter moon is like over Bedminster. Now that happened yesterday. So we'll compare it to DC to see how these things are working together. Because I know it seems so crazy with all the news and everything that's happening. But when you slow it down, you can start seeing how the news pieces are linked together and kind of who's driving the narrative. So anyway, hi you guys. Marie, oh, they might be. Oh yeah, that might be the Cuban connection with Marco Rubio. Hi Michelle Maibel. Oops. Okay. May works for Diamond Events in what? Carmen? There's a Las Vegas connection. You're kidding me. Okay. 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 That what? Wait, she works for Diamond Events in Las Vegas. Is that related to, God, what was her name? Remember the Christmas in Nashville? That explosion. There's the guy that blew himself up, gave a woman 2 houses. Quit claim deed. I forget what her name is. She and that guy are also, there's a photograph from 2018 with them outside Air Force One. She worked for some sort of entertainment company, Nashville. I thought there was a Las Vegas connection to it as well with that entertainment company because she was supposedly like a recruiter for talent, and she used a data-driven model, which, hello, there you go, data laundering. So, hi T-Barb. T-Barb, we've talked about so much tonight. So if she works for Diamond Events in Vegas, I'm thinking about that woman in Nashville. But of course, what happened at Mandalay Bay, because supposedly Pompeo has a connection there too. Show me May. Working for Diamond Events in Las Vegas. What is she really doing in Las Vegas? Oh. She's got an agreement. Knight of... You guys, I've always told you, like, they like this 9 of Swords card. They like creating anxious environments. She's there for unorthodox reasons. She's not there for church. She's covered in the 10 of Pentacles. The Dynasty. Reversed. I feel like she's there to cover this up. Oh my God, does she have government money? Does she? Does she have money she took from the government? She's taking money from the government and from overseas. In Las Vegas, there's China. The former guy in the former White House with the China. The base of this, there's her brother, Page of Cups. They're balancing the monies back and forth between the White House and the China. What's crowning her? The devil. For pleasure. Naughty, bad. That's what she's doing down there, you guys. Gross. Okay, I'm done with those gross people. Ugh. Okay. Oh, you're from Vegas. She retweets a lot. Those retweets, they're always sending messages through the... They're always... And like we don't know. Come on. Okay, so this is an interesting quarter moon that we had yesterday at 3:12 p.m. in Bedminster, New Jersey. On the ascendant is 0 degrees Libra. Libra, Donald has this habit of having his worst luck when the moon is in Libra, like being impeached, Nancy calling for impeachment. It gets him into a lot of trouble because this is where he likes to play his Russia card and his money. The other thing about this is that it is in direct square to the top of the chart of the United States and the bottom of the chart of the United States. He has nowhere to go. The moment this quarter moon started yesterday, he's got a problem in DC, above DC and below. This moon was at 29 degrees Leo. It's conjunct his ascendant, the thing that gives him life, and it's in the area of his friends and networks. So he's got his friends and networks. He walks out the door. He's got a problem everywhere he goes. He's in square to the sun, the life force, over here in law enforcement. And being the former guy, he's got some problems here. This Jupiter is conjunct the asteroid Damocles. You know, the sword of Damocles. This is high stakes tension with secrets, leading the 6th house of public servants in the military. He's got a lot of problems. We'll just say that. Okay, keep your... You guys, there's an asteroid called Papadopoulos. I just can't believe it. It's at 16 degrees Taurus. Oh, I want to... Maisbel, I think, is still in Aries. Anyway. First house. Who are you, Donald? What's your secret? No. It's grounding you. You guys, he feels so small. Like he's trying to shrink. Nobody look at me. 9th house, Lancer. He is quiet. Like he's finally shut up. He just wants it, you guys, he just wants to disappear. He is so uncomfortable in his skin. 6th house, public servants, the military, the law. Oh my gosh. And the asteroid Ixion, that's kind of a Nessus asteroid, Ixion. That's totally being a jerk, being full of yourself, blaming other people, being abusive. It's kind of him. The moon, his soul, oh, he is so upset. This is his deep pain. Wow. Well, okay. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, sun spirit, your soul force, who you are. We have the moon. We have a giant total lunar eclipse, blood red supermoon. Phew. This is like everything, and because it's a full moon eclipse, that's revelation. It's a climax. Oh my gosh. Just wow. He's getting eclipsed pretty hard. Okay, so we have the sun spirit. So he is really at the mercy of the transits and the moon. He's an eclipse baby. He knows he is in trouble. Okay, first house, who you are. Black Moon Lilith mystery. Not really a mystery. Reversed. Asteroid MOSCOW conjunct Black Moon Lilith today. Things didn't quite go as expected in trying to cause pain. Oh, does he have a lot of pain? Wait a minute. I don't know if I'm... Just a second, you guys. Okay. Second... Here, no, we're going to go up here. I just like going this way. Okay. Secret. Scorpio, I transform. He doesn't want to transform. Hidden enemy. His senses. His emotions. Surveillance. You know what? That article came out now today about CNN. Billbarr, they got the phone records and emails of journalists from CNN. Yesterday, I forget who they took it from as well. The secret is, I think all the secrets coming out. Eleventh house. Look at all of these reversals already. We have the moon, void of course, missing. Usually, I see this with an op, something they're planning, terror related or not, or they're trying to finish up a plan that's just like going nowhere. What's crowning him? Sagittarius, I see. This is the law. I don't really ever see him with this card right over him. It's usually over here for Putin, or doing a job for Putin, or down here, I'm Putin. I'm talking to Putin. I'm giving Putin money. No, this is crowning him. The law is crowning him and everything he did. Man. Just wait till that Mars goes 17 degrees, you guys. It's just going to spill over. This 9th house, we have 12th house escape. I want to hide this stuff. I want to get out of here. All the secrets. It's all coming. He is dreading this. Shared resources, the 7th house partners. We have a vertex opportunity hitting him right out of the gate. We have the pain. And we have this cusp is 27 Aries. This is this USA Uranus? I think no, it's not. That is a different planet. Something's going on there. Oh, 7th house partners. Pisces, I believe. So he believes his partners, the GOP, are going to pick up the slack for him, I think. He just keeps telling himself, don't stop believing. 6th house, public... oh. This is public servants, military, investigations, our Department of Justice, day-to-day activities. 2nd house owning. This has everything to do with the monies that he's taken in, that he's claimed from public servants, and how he used it day to day. 5th house of the sun here. Oh God, he's eclipsed. Lunar eclipse. He's done. You guys, he's toast. This eclipse is just horrible for him. 4th house. So Libra, I balance. So he is trying to keep balance with Putin. He is trying to keep balance with his money. Libra is very much the justice, how he serves justice for like Putin or MBS. But here in the US, oh, USA Saturn is 14 Libra. The asteroid Nunez is 13 degrees Libra. I bet we get news about him and Nunez. Oh my gosh. Third house. Gemini, I think that doesn't look like you're thinking too clearly. I think reversed. It's not going to work. Second house, income gains, values. It's like it happened again. Oh. Sixth house routine. I think they're going to turn on him. This is exactly last week. What happened? The sixth way I had exactly these cards like this, but they were upright. This was the control that he had over the GOP and others in government, backing him up, the big lie. It's reversed. It's not working. This lunar eclipse is going to kick his behind. Wow. Okay, so let's do the tarot cards on him for this. John Holio, how's it going? Hi, you guys. Okay. Show me Donald. Who is he? Four of Cups? Did you ever see this guy sit back, take it in? Or maybe he's doing that to someone else. His secret. Trump Crime Syndicate. The Hidden Enemy. The Emperor. That might be Coke. Who's this Emperor? Propaganda? No. From the past. Children, slow it down. This kind of has a Nestor-y feel to it. It also has a heritage feel for it. I can't tell if Nestor flipped or not. He's getting support somewhere. I can't figure it out. Your network's friends, Don Holio. Putin. King of Cups. Void, of course, missing. Trying to get a plan together. What's crowning you? The timing. The fortune. The law. How many times he took advantage of XYZ. Lands far away. The Star. Law enforcement. Shared resources, how he hung on. That feels very much like this. Yeah, your partners. No, we're getting rid of stuff. They were getting rid of the money trail, getting rid of the communications. He's trying to get people to get rid of stuff. Sixth house, public servants, day to day. Six of Cups, what is this? I feel like that's more GOP MAGA. King Pentacles, Queen Swords reversed. So he's having some secret discussions with the GOP and what to do about what's going on. He seems like he's just like, I don't know what to do. Fifth house of the Sun. Him. He wants to keep his money. Defenses. Justice. Look at that Libra eye balance. How he can pay people off. How he can have his own type of justice no matter what. He's trying to defend himself from that. Communications. Oh my gosh. All those votes. All those. This has also been like P-Boys. Justice. Magic. Magician. Knight of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. I think I'm going to get caught. Justice. Magician. how he manipulated the Justice Department, how he manipulated our security, our intelligence, our FBI, pocketing the money to work on behalf of him and defend him. Second house, Knight of Cups reverse. See, there he is. He's always trying, he's trying to, see, look at, those other cards were reversed. He's trying to cover up what he did. He's not going to get away with it. He's a dork. Okay, so that is Donald. Let me just grab some cards really quickly for the rest of this week because it is going to get crazy. It's absolutely going to get crazy. The moon right now is in Virgo. Ooh, it's in the area of secrets. So we're coming, today's Thursday. Let's do Friday, Saturday, Sunday. When's this eclipse? Okay, wait. So Friday is 21, 22, 23. Saturn retrogrades. That's usually when we get really juicy filings from the Justice Department. 24. Is it Wednesday the 26th? I think that's the eclipse. Okay. Tarot, show us the cards we need to know. What's happening Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What's happening? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. Oh my God. Everything they've been trying to hide. They've been on a warpath. Friday, we have the Temperance card reversed. So this is still in an area of secrets. The news and information we're getting is designed to cover things up. There's a lot going on in the background to make a different story. Saturday, he's dealing with the rusher, the Queen of Wands, reversed. Things going bad with the rusher. Sunday, usually the Five of Wands. This is their obstruction. Five of Wands reverse is like you just kind of give up. We're just not even going to entertain this anymore. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Saturn retrogrades. On Monday, we have Justice. We have the Department of Justice, the King of Swords, Attorney General Garland. Tuesday, fallen and out of love. The Lovers, broken agreements. We've got here, this might be the GOP walking away. And then we've got this eclipse around Wednesday, the Star, reversed. He's not the Star. He has no defenses. It's like it all is like falling apart. That's what we got this week. So it's going to be crazy, but I promise you, we are at the bullseye. They cannot move this target anymore. It's been pinned down. And in my mind, there are plenty of plans in place in case things go one way or another. So it's just trying to make sense of it. But really, we should just be out enjoying the weather, enjoying the spring, and masks off if you don't need your mask. Okay? So I think I don't have the ascendant on DJT because he has no life. I don't. I have the moon and soul. Did I not? Wait a second. Oh, no. I'm going to have to go back and look at that because I just messed this up. Does that make sense, Marjorie? Waiting popcorn. I know. The 17 degrees is hitting. Okay, well, right now, let's see what's going on. Right now, Mars is 16 Cancer, 53 minutes. When I started this tonight, it was 16 degrees, 50 minutes. This only goes to 59, and then it goes to 17. The north node at the Canopener eclipse was 17 Cancer, 8 minutes. I can't remember the midheaven of the Saturn-Pluto conjunction, but that was also at 17 Cancer. So things are going to get started. Yeah. This is where in it, and it's just gonna keep going. This is what's crowning Donald. Look at Mars is in that 10th house above him for this quarter moon, heading into the eclipse, and he's got the law over him. Sagittarius, I see. Crazy. I can feel it, really feeling it. I know. I've been so giggly too the last couple days, and when I started this, KREBS couldn't stop laughing until I read cards on why he was laughing, and then he left me alone. Oh, buffering? Okay. Seriously? Buffering. Okay. Okay, so if I'm buffering already, I'm gonna say goodnight now, okay? So I'm so glad we got together. I'm so glad I got to hammer out this big, super long final piece. But this is it. This is it. There's nothing else, you guys. This is it. So we're just gonna hang out and just enjoy, okay? It's been a long time coming. So enjoy, take care of yourself. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, friends. It's getting so close. You're right, Carmen. So thank you. Thank you, Jane. Good night. Good night, T-Barb. Good night, Nancy. Thank you. Have a good evening. Thank you, James Lee. Thank you, Debbie. It's a long one. Thank you, Debbie. Good night, Joe. Good night, Pammy Sue. Good night, Marie. Good night, Ocean. Good night, Holly. I can't wait to hear about your updates. Thank you, Shelby. Thank you, Marby. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Do, 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 do. Good night.